Welcome to the Big Blue Radio Show, coming to you on Tulsa Community College's online radio station, The Grid, and on the Creativity Channel. I'm Greg Stone, Provost of TCC's Metro Campus.
And I'm Lee Goodson, President of Tulsa Community College. TCC is making huge strides in providing stronger advisement experiences to our students, with more improvements on the way.
Molly Farley, Director of Academic Advising, gives us an update today on the Big Blue Radio Show.
Well, Molly Farley, thank you for joining us here. And we're just going to jump right in. You're pretty involved in the Pathways Project, which a lot of people are excited about, and some are a little nervous about. And part of probably what's causing that is we're going to spend this year mapping out every one of our programs.
Yes.
And you are the lead for that with Dr. Tracy Skopek, the Dean of Liberal Arts and Communication. Yeah. So talk to us about what you and Dr. Skopek will be leading us through this year.
Yeah, so we're going to be leading the mapping. So our catchphrase is "We are Pathways" because it's a large part of it, right?
It's kind of the part of it.
It is the part of it, yeah. So we're really going to be walking everyone through kind of a culture shift in how we look at our degree programs. So we're going to look really strategically at all of them within the schools, and really look at, instead of saying, well, we have all these classes, we're going to say, what classes best fit that degree? Okay. So for instance, which humanities courses go best with a physics degree? We really want that critical thinking to go along with the mapping. That's going to be the harder part than literally just putting the classes on the map.
Making the decision as to what the right match is.
Exactly, yes. Okay. And so I really think that that's going to be a big part of it, and then creating a holistic view of each degree plan. So we're going to have career options. We're going to have student organizations. We're going to have costs associated with the degree to really help students make informed decisions. That's a lot of information in one place.
It is a lot.
So we're going to be gathering a lot and narrowing it down and being strategic about what we include.
And for people who may be watching or listening, it's not as though you and Tracy are the two of you going to sit down with the catalogs and make those decisions, right? I mean, you're going to be working with a lot of faculty and staff members in various areas, because it really is.
Would you say hundreds of people?
Yeah. I would say hundreds of people, yes.
Yeah, that's a big effort.
It is a lot of people, yeah. And so we're really just coordinating the effort. And I think one of our really big goals is to keep people enthused about the process, because this is not a do it once and then it's over.
Right.
This is, we really have to build this into our normal operations, because it needs to be reviewed every year and it needs to be updated. So I think that, I'm not exactly sure why I was added as a co-lead, but I think it might have something to do with I'm kind of a cheerleader. And so I'm like, rah, rah, let's do it. We can do it. And so I think keeping that enthusiasm up and really helping people through that process is going to be really a big key to making sure that it gets ingrained in our culture.
Well, let's talk about the benefit for students, because obviously we're doing this work to benefit our students. What's the outcome going to be for a student who comes into Tulsa Community College and experiences this new pathway approach?
Absolutely. So students will be able to see a clear path to graduation from before the moment they start. So from the time that they look at our degrees, they will be able to see a very clear path, which is extremely beneficial. Everything is easier when you can see a light at the end of the tunnel, and you can just run towards it. It's also kind of allow them to make informed decisions with the career information and the student organizations and that really holistic view of the degree, along with what you need to do each semester to attain that degree, is really going to allow them to sit back, think about it, and know what they're ready to get into.
And maybe we can dispel the myth too that I've heard some people say, which is that there's only one pathway for a student and everyone's going to be locked into that. It's really not That's not really what this
No.
is about, is it?
Yeah, so the goal is to get students on kind of a broad path with many subpaths that they can go down. So it's really just to get them in the right direction. So let's say north, south, east, or west, and then maybe they'll veer off southwest or southeast as they go that direction. So it's really just to get them along a path so we can keep them going, and to narrow their options strategically so that they're not going into a really specific path at first, but they're in that general direction.
So we have Pathways Institutes that, because we're in the Pathways Project at a national level, we get to take people to these institutes. And yours isn't right away, but it's gonna come up in the spring. And they specifically asked for the person that is the director of advising.
Yes.
And so when you go there, as you're walking through this with Dr. Skopek, and as we're on the Guided Pathways Council, which you're a participant in, when you go there with your list of questions, what do you hope to gain from that institute? Because you're going to see some of your colleagues from across the nation. What do you hope to come back with and bring to the college?
Yeah, so, I always, anytime I go to anything with colleagues, I always hope and usually know that I'll come back really fired up. And just really super motivated, and I know that I'll get that motivation. I also hope to get my questions answered.
Right.
And, to be in a room with people that are there for the sole purpose to help all of us better students' lives is super inspiring. And just knowing that I'm in that room and I get to be a part of that is going to be really awesome. And I'm looking forward to jumping in, doing the hard work, asking the hard questions, and coming back with some really good guidance on where to move our program to help students succeed.
That's awesome.
Molly, what are one or two things that you wish everybody in our community, our college community, would know or remember about advisement?
Yeah, so, the way I see advisement is that we're really like educational portfolio managers. So we take students and we help them invest their time and money into a meaningful and unique educational experience for them. One of our big jobs is to help students manage their choices. There's a lot of choices that you have in college, and a lot of students don't know those choices. So our job is to present them and then help them and support them through that decision-making process. Because sometimes making decisions is really hard. So our job is to really support those students through that. Rarely do we talk to students that have no choices. And so our job is to present them and really talk them through it and help them as they make that decision. So that's really what I want the college community to know, is that that's really what we're focused on. Academic advising is going through a huge transformation right now. So we are really moving towards a relationship model. So we're building relationships with students. We're getting to the point where we can intimately understand their degree choice and what will help them be successful in that degree choice. And so we're really excited about it. It's a long-term game. So there's lots of changes we have to make, and lots of decisions that we have to really look at the research, base in data, and look to our national standards for our profession to develop to grow the program.
Yeah, and really a big change in how you do your work, because when we only had one advisor for every 1,100 students, it was let's keep our head above water.
Yes.
And now it's really going into case management. You're working with every single student as they are the most important thing to you, and you're able to give that level of attention, and we're moving towards that. So that's a different set of skills that the advisors will be using to do their work.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's going to require a lot of training in that skill set, because we have to exercise that muscle. And we haven't
absolutely.
exercised it in a while. So,
Yeah.
it's going to require lots of training and kind of a change in our thought process and our culture into how we work with students. But, I think all of us are really excited that we know for a fact that we're moving towards things that will ensure student success. and that's why we're all here. So it's exciting.
So let's talk about something we just did that's going to help with student success,
Yes.
and that was on-time enrollment.
Yeah.
Well, let's all take a deep breath, right?
I know, yes.
Yeah. So how'd we do?
Okay, so I think what we can say, while the data is still pending, anecdotally, what I've seen when I've been standing outside the advising office, when I've been down in the enrollment lab, walking around the campuses, maybe over listening to phone conversations that students are having.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing is that
I love
students
that data collection process too. Over listening to phone conversations.
Hey,
whatever
everything
it takes.
counts, right? So really what we're seeing is that students are thinking about it, which is a change.
Thinking about
what it takes to be successful. What we are able to reinforce is that preparation is key to success. And when we talk about it, I watched a couple of advising sessions where they would tell them, break the news, that they couldn't enroll in classes that have already started. And for almost all of the ones that I witnessed, it was, okay, well, let's talk about what I do need to start and how long is that realistically going to take?
Wow.
So it was a big change, and most students were okay, and they were like, okay, well, then what do I need to do to get into an 8-week course? Or what do I need to do before spring to make sure that I'm ready?
Great.
So that shift is great.
Yeah, that's exactly what we needed to see
Yeah.
from the student perspective.
So I'm looking forward to the data,
Yes.
the quantitative data, but anecdotally, I think it did what we wanted it to do.
Great.
We just have a couple of minutes left, but I do want to ask you briefly about Degreeworks,
Yes.
which there's something about an advisor's face that lights up lately when people mention Degreeworks. I mean, how is this resource, why are you all so excited about it, first of all, and how is that going to help us sort of support the goal that we have with retention and completion?
Yeah, so Degreeworks I'm going to talk about 2 features of Degreeworks. The first is the actual degree audit. So it's an audit that tells you exactly what classes you've completed and what you have left. We already have an audit system. This one is just really more robust. And people laugh at me when I say that it's pretty, meaning that it looks really, really good. It lists exactly what courses the student needs. It easily tells them it has green check boxes. It has red marks. It's very clear to the student what they still need. So that allows the student to not take any unneeded coursework. They know exactly how many classes they have left. It even has a little bar at the top that tells you the percentage you have left.
Like the United Way thermometer.
Yes, it is. It's like a thermometer to graduation.
Right,
Yes.
just keep that goal in front of them the entire time.
So that's a really exciting part. I think the part that advisors are most excited about is the planner feature. So it's a student planner. So we can start with templates, which we're in the process of finishing now, and they will coordinate with the maps that we're building with pathways. So we're going to take those, we'll put them into the planner. Every student, when they declare their major, will be assigned a template for that degree. And then the advisor can go in, this is the awesome part, they can go in, drag, drop, move things around, and customize that for the student. So the student can literally, after their first semester, go in and see exactly what order. Say they can only take 9 hours this semester and 6 in the spring because maybe they're a football coach or a basketball coach. So they can go in, we can customize that, and they can see exactly the moment that they're going to finish that degree and with exactly the classes that they have left.
And it's like we were talking earlier, not one strict pathway for everybody.
Yes.
Get them down the road and then deal with those life, work, family situations that come up from time to time.
Exactly.
And still put that goal in front of them.
Absolutely. And
great.
so, we are, every time the word Degreeworks is spoken, we're all just like, we can't wait. And we're starting to dabble in it now and use it and work out the kinks. So we're really excited about it.
A burst of light.
Yes, exactly.
So we really appreciate you being with us today.
you.
And we have our one final question. It's the big question, which is, if you could have an advising session with your 18-year-old self,
Yes.
what would you be telling Molly?
So I have one sentence that I would tell myself, and I've thought about this a lot. As I've moved into higher education as a career choice, I always think back to my experience, and I think it really, it helps me develop programming that would have helped me be successful, because it's a miracle that I graduated with my undergraduate degree. I would tell myself, Molly, no one thinks you're stupid. Just ask the questions. Just get the answers that you need. I was a first generation college student. I thought that everyone else had it figured out except for me, and I was not going to ask a question about it because then everybody would know that I was a fraud and that I wasn't supposed to be there.
Imposter.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's the imposter syndrome.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, I would just tell myself that you were accepted to college. Everybody thinks you're supposed to be here. Just answer the questions you need to be successul, or get the answers to the questions to be successful.
Great advice.
That's great advice.
Well, thank you for being here with us today.
Yeah, we're out of time today, but we do want to thank our guest, Molly Farley, for joining us on the show today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here too. Remember, you can find us every week online at The Grid, tulsacc.edu/thegrid, and on the Creativity channel. We'll see you next time.